God-given talents. So, the next person we have up is Abdul Malik. Heard the saying, become the change you want to see in the world. So started writing about love. Come on, Abdul! Love. Sorry, Carol.
How's everyone doing? You know what? Everyone's saying, love to Jah Digga. And honestly, from the deepest depth of my heart. And on behalf of everyone who's here, everyone who's performing, I'd like to ask everyone to give them another round of applause, please. It's a beautiful thing and we're backstage, we're saying about the love. You know, you guys are giving so much love and it's beautiful, and we appreciate it much. There's our mom. There's our mom. Yes, my sister. Much love. Yes, family. So the first poem I'm going to do is called Smile, and I was brought up screwface culture back in the day. Everyone had a screwface for no reason. And they go to parties in screwface, and I feel like that's changing now. And you know, the smile is such a beautiful thing. And the Prophet Muhammad gives you point to that smiling is actually a rewardable act. It's an act of charity, and it's something that makes people feel good when they don't feel good inside, you know, so this one's called Smile. He said, I take my smiling faces very seriously. He said, the energy of a smile with sincerity brings serenity to the heart, it's a remedy. He said, clemency is a trait of the heavenly. Then he got deep and sung with a melody. He said, what is in the heart will eventually manifest on the tongue. So it's not unusual for beautiful people to speak only beautiful things even when they have been wrong. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ proclaimed, the heart is a container, meaning it can only pour forth what it contains. The smile is like the cloud that forms and springs forth water as falling rain. And with the sun's warmth, spring sprung forth and brought us grain so we could graze. And from hearts hard as rocks, spring sprung forth. The smile is like that mind that pops open and springs some thoughts into existence, something so pure and realistic. It brings some pure to the inflicted and brings us forth into upliftment. He said, I've never been so sure that when someone's gifted with peace, it could link us all to the omnipotent. He paused. I thought. I said, sing some more. He says, to have positivity is to acknowledge inner belief, is to always have the feeling that you could. Plus, within positivity there is love. So smile. I said, what if I'm not feeling good? Or I feel it but the one who is receiving doesn't? Or I'm grieving and the stuff that I'm concealing is tough and unappealing from the dealing of a season's rough. He smiled for a while and said, just keep it up. Keep a smile even if the heart is bleeding blood. Within a smile there were signs for the believers. Within a smile there was healing and relief for us. And he changes and he says this. He says, never arrange to stay close to those enraged volcanoes, engaged with spewing great loads of rocks and flames thrown out of anger, because it's contagious. The smile is a sign of the courageous. The smile on your face is a light for my heart, and that light in my heart puts a smile on my face. Small gestures affect hearts in large ways. So smile. He said, just smile. Is it not the arrival of the butterflies recital that causes the tide to tidal, wave goodbye to the idol and ascribe to the smile? If inside you is vile, I prescribe you to smile. If you want beauty to find you, advice is to smile. If you move with a style, then your duty is to smile. Love for all, I know I do. Life's too short to be spiteful. To be caught in the cycle of the scorn is to spiral. A smile could change the world. A smile could change the world. It ripples the outside from the universe that's inside you, crippling doubt, pride, or any plight that we're confined to. The problem is our time is final, so it's vital. We use our ego as a rival. We use our ego as a rival and be the first to just smile. He says, I take my smiling faces very seriously. Where there's teeth with sincerity, there is peace and serenity, there is ease in the heart, a relief from the harsh. So, smile. And that's it for that one. Thank you very much. said that when you make someone smile, he says that Allah makes an angel, God makes an angel for you, and that angel prays for you until the day of judgment. And so what I'm going to try and do, I'm trying to get some angels right now. I'm going to try something, I'm going to try a joke. This one's going to be a poem, it's a joke. A lady gets on the bus. She's holding baby in cradle with pride. The busman looks with disgust and says, "That's the ugliest baby I've seen in my life." The lady, she's left in a muddle, and anger bubbles inside. She struggles her way to the back of the bus and tells the man she's beside, she says, "That bus driver just insulted me. From people like that, I need to be far. And except for people like you, sir, I can't believe how rude people are." The man, he says, "You are? Nah. Go and give him what for, love. Let him know it's not all honky-dora. And why are you telling him what for you are? Let me hold your monkey for you." 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next poem. I've got the wrong song. You know what? Round of applause for all mums, man. Mums, honestly, we don't. You can't give mums the appreciation that they deserve. There's no way. And Jah Digga does a poem about how people talk to their parents, and it's sad that people have that sort of vision of their parents, but where we're from, we love our parents. We show them love, we show them appreciation, and if those parents have passed, we still visit them with their graves, we still benefit from them. So this poem I wrote recently, and I wrote it for my mom, and it goes like this. I can't remember the first day that we first met, but you said it was love at first sight, and I believe you. Because even now it feels like a brand new love every time I see you. The love you showed to me is what molded me. To me, you birthed me. The one that brought me to this earth, and for that, I could never put a value on your worth. You're the one I call mother, my first teacher. The one who put the bandage to my hurt. Unconditional understanding is in her. I have the best one in the world. Mine. She's that bears the struggles to give us everything we need type one. Not just a mother, but a queen type one. You know that, have your friends had anything to eat type one? Paradise lies at her feet type one. Stay up the whole night type one. Just to know that we're alright type one. Sacrifice our whole life. Sacrificed our whole life and kept a smile through the strife type one. So beautiful. In my eyes, there's none like mine, and I'm honored to be yours. And that's all. The last few years I haven't wrote any poems because I've been writing a book, and I wanted to share it with you if possible. I call it Eugene, and it's a novel in rhyming verse. So I've wrote a book with just rhymes, and it tells a story of a boy who's oppressed, etc., etc. With your permission, I'd like to read a little bit from this book, and then go from there. The first part of the book, the first part I'm going to read now, is some guy trying to get through a door, and the sound that I made for it. His eyes burst open. The thudding at the door roars through the walls of the whole house, causing the chandelier to shuffle. He pants in fear, discovered. Hands ruffle the covers. He jumps up and slams them on a chair near to a plant that's there. His feet touch the ground. He looks around. The light from the swinging chandelier stretches and shrinks the silhouette, which makes the small statue of a deer appear like an angry bear. Clock on the wall shows the time to be a 5 to 3. He glances in the mirror. He's thinner than he'd like to be, and blurrier. Could never find his glasses when he needs them most. Small curly fro, face looked like he's seen a ghost. He fell asleep in his clothes. Clean white shirt with the greenest bow tie he could have chosen. Immaculate cactus green, cream khaki jeans, garnished with a lacquer green gabardine garment baggy at the seams. Thoughts running 100-fold, heart thumping thunderbolts. How could they have come to know the old country bungalow? He was sure they'd taken proper precaution to ensure no opposite force would follow his course in. He enforced all obvious tactics in his rush. Even did a couple of swapping of courses and doubling backwards, speeding up, slowing down, mirror check, surrounding, scout, opposite, signalling, driving round and round and roundabout. Without a doubt, no one should have found where he was hiding out. No one could have known besides. Nah. No time to preen, dream or stand and stare. The door bubbles, he hears muffled ranting jeers. Eugene, you know you're in there. The phrase that glanced his ears. It's the muscle, he whispers to himself as warm words advance from fears, dance with the cold air that disappeared. He'd heard much about the muscle, trouble doubled. Two brothers that made their hustle from scuffling thugs, recovering goods, covering government crud and drubbing the love out of any lover they could. They were bounty hunters, hired knuckle, a vile couple, and for a minor cupful, you could trust these two violent crooks to find a needle in a pile of muck, and his style isn't silent or subtle. Eugene scurries to the keyhole and looks through. I'll stop there, otherwise I'll put you all to sleep before my social media is Abdul Malik Writing. And I've just started a website, abdulmalikwriting.co.uk, if anyone wants to check it out. The book should be released in August. I'll give you updates, etc., etc. And yeah, I'm going to do one more poem for you. And it's something that I've recently written. I've been trying to memorize it. So if I flop it, don't laugh too much, just a little smile, that'll do. I'm just going to put this in. She told me that she was in love with Mary and said this is why she wears it. Wear what? I asked, as she points to the scarf that she had her hair in. I stood there and stared at it, not noticing it before the mention. My arm slowly motioning forward towards hers, my dry palm facing the sky as if calling for rain. She pours my cold change into it. Copper coins. Copper-coloured coins that rattle like chains, tattling, telling the story of a freed slave. Her black satin scarf, waving bravely with the breeze that had sneaked its way in through the sliding electric doors, opening and closing like mines. Bigoted eyes, still glancing, but her scarf unapologetic in its dance. My choice, she says, her voice brazen, face smiling, diamond faith in the way that she told me. The electrocardiogram type beeping of the tills behind me remind me that there's still heart here. Shopping carts steered by folks shopping, their faces covered with fabric like the burqas they once feared. There's irony here. Bigoted glances still not stopping. My father told me to take it off, she says. But I'm in love with Mary, she declares. Passionate, no holding back. Haven't you already told me that? I say. Newspapers in my peripheral take my gaze from hers. Hijab band, headlining, next to the newspaper with the near-naked ladies. So strange, she says, her voice now sounding as if about to cry. They fought for her rights of choice, but remained silent in the fight for mine. Her headdress swaying from side to side as she shakes her head with deep concern. Like, what will Jesus say when he returns and finds out we didn't speak a word on the outlawing of his mother? You know, Mary, she says. It's scary because the headscarf is what she preferred, so what does that mean on how we're treating her? She covers me with the naked truth. I say nothing. All I can do is shrug. She says, you always preach about freedom and how we need to keep peace, so can you at least speak? Say something. She told me that. So now I'm telling you. My choice, she told me. So now I'm telling you. Anti-headscarf, anti-Mary, anti-Christ is what she told me. So now I'm telling you. Thank you very much. Thank you all.